Hi kids, welcome back to the chess lesson. In today's lecture, we'll see the game between Viktor Korchnoi and Jan Plachetka, 1969, and we are going to learn a very cool strategy here. So this is what happened in the game, d4, and we have this opening with a c5. There are many different ways you can play here with a black. You can play b5, you can play e6 going to Benoni. Black in this game played e5 and wants to close the game. Knight e3, d6, and e4. Okay, it's clear that white has much more space because this pawn is on d5, crossed into the black side of the board. On the other side, you may notice that some of the black pieces, like a bishop, is having difficulties to get into game. The knight on b8 also has difficulties to get into the game, right? So bishop, nice idea. Bishop g2, and here queen e2, very cool move, queen e2. So we'll see the idea of that move. a6, a4 doesn't allow to b5 to open up the game. And here we have this beginning of an amazing strategy. Of course, you can play a move like knight f3 or knight h3. It's fine, and then you can make a castling. But what Viktor Korchnoi did in this game, he plays this very interesting move, king to d1. Now, the reason that he plays this move is that he wants to put the king to the queen side, right? And c2 king is quite safe. But at the same time, he wants to play on a king side and push the pawns forward. So he wants to attack on the king side, but he doesn't want to have the king in the castling position where the king would be open. So basically, the strategy here is that king would be safer on the queen side. And that's exactly what happened. Pawn goes to f4, f5, takes with the bishop, knight e5, and g4. Well, this is the move that protects the pawn on f5, important pawn. And now black is trying to open up the game. It is premature. It was better to wait a little bit and not to play this move. But look how white plays right now. This knight is important, right? So bishop takes on e5. It is a knight that is in the center of the board, so it's better to remove it. And takes on b5, knight e6, right? Of course you cannot take because the rook is hanging. Knight to f3, bishop to b7, and king to c2. It is a perfect coordination of the chess pieces. Rooks are connected. The pawns are on the white color. Look at this strategy on the white color. So black has a couple of bad pawns like this one here, and on c5 they are weak. Right? So we have this strategy on the white colors. The most important is that the game doesn't get opened. So in that case, the king would be in trouble. But with a closed position, the king is going to be okay. Pawn takes. Well, it's a weak pawn. Trades happens here, and e3, queen takes. So again, white is in a better position because look at those pawns, kind of really very nice crossed into the black side of the board, right? We have a 2 knights around the king. King is protected, right? King also, you'll see later, king is safe on b3. And yeah, this position is already much better for white. Bishop g5, queen c5. And now queen comes with a check, but there's not much happening here. Queen f4 protecting the knight. See, the king is safe on b3. Who protects the king? Takes. And d6 move. This is a really cool move. Right, so it's a sacrifice of the piece, but white figured out that this pawn is very important, that can go forward and become a queen. Right, so bishop takes, pawn goes forward, and now the next move is queen f8 and d8 queen. There is no move for black here. Knight e6, queen takes, and white is really winning. Look how king is safe here. Check again, and king goes to b4, and that's the end of the game. Here, black resign because the king is safe on b4. There is no attack. The knight is around the king, protecting the king, and of course this pawn is the most important one. It can become queen. This one also can go forward. So here the game ended up, and white won the game. So let's go one more time back to this position where white played king d1. Now, look, we're learning a different kind of strategical ideas, and you need to learn to play something that is unusual, right, on the chessboard. And definitely this move, king d1, is a very interesting move. If you understand the reason you play this move, then you'll do it in your own game. Well, the reason is you want to put the king on c2, run away from the king's side. King is safe on c2, and then you are planning the action to play f4 and open up on the king's side. So that's the reason. I hope you enjoyed this game, and we'll see each other again tomorrow. Bye-bye.